Right, the time is 7:07, 24th of the 2nd, 2001. Right, now this comes on the news about Tiger Woods having his accident. I'll let this play. Just listen to what this guy says. I'll just point the words out quite quickly. The car rolled over several times. And then you go on to the police bit in a second. The police goes, the car rolled over multiple times, I think it was. And there was no skid marks or nothing. Yeah? No skid marks, everybody. Right? Now, the Americans are very good at setting things up or adding things to make it over drama to put on the telly, all sorts of stuff. Yeah? But just remember these things, yeah? Rolled over several times and there's no skid marks.
Tuesday night, and we begin tonight with that horrible news and the images that played out for hours today after Tiger Woods was involved in a major accident this morning in LA County. The vehicle he was driving going off the highway and rolling over several times, and we have just learned from authorities moments ago that he had serious injuries to both legs, that he was awake and conscious when authorities responded at the scene, that he was able to identify himself, he was driving the car, and that he was alone. These were the aerials today of that SUV off the highway, flipping and ending up on its side. Authorities say there were no brake marks before the vehicle rolled over several times.
No brake marks.
Firefighters using an axe to break the windshield.
Have a good look at the vehicle, everybody. Have a very good look at this vehicle that rolled over several times.
Of course, is now underway tonight, but authorities did say just before we came on the air that they did not see any evidence of impairment at the scene. Of course, fans across the country tonight praying for Tiger Woods. His agent earlier saying what we just heard from authorities, that Tiger Woods suffered multiple leg injuries. Just yesterday, Woods with NBA legend Dwayne Wade posting this video on Instagram. At this hour, of course, we await more. Gutman leading us off tonight from the scene in California.
Listen to the police.
Tonight, those gutting images.
Now we are getting some confirmation, I believe, from the Sheriff's Department that it was Tiger Woods that was involved in that accident.
A one-car rollover accident just after 7 a.m. near Los Angeles. The car flipped over and crushed. First responders reportedly using an axe and another tool to pull out the windshield. It took first responders about 6 minutes to get to the scene after the first 911 call.
No skid marks, no braking. So apparently the first contact was with the center median, and from there then crossed into the opposing lane of traffic, hit the curb, hit a tree, and there was several rollovers during that process.
Look.
Several rollovers. Listen to this, right? Several, that's 7 plus. Several rollovers. What, on that roof?
Another tool.
Yeah, on that roof there. Yeah, it rolled over like buggery my ass. Yeah. It really rolled over that several times, didn't it? Yeah, I think these things are put out there to see if the public switched on to how much these people can lie and get away with. That was placed there, or what they're doing is it had a crash, hit a few trees like a blinking knobhead that was doing it, probably. Yeah, yeah, but look, that car has not rolled over several times. Yeah, fact, no way. So they start to say there's no skid marks, right? And it rolled over several times. Now they're either exaggerating the story to make it worldwide news, everybody, rather than just him driving off the road hitting a tree like a knobhead. No, he rolled over several times, and there's no, funny how there's no skid marks, is there? And there's also no roof damage for rolling over several times. That's what happens when you hit a tree maybe once, and that as well maybe once. But to roll over several times, yeah, oh my ass. Ask yourselves that before you believe everything and anything these lot say. Yeah, that rolled over once and that started getting flattened just on the once. Yeah. And Tiger Woods went over several times. Several. That's about 7 and 9. The one I'm going to show now is more like 7 and 9. Yeah. And by the way, if you hit something, yeah, because the car's being hit, it hit a tree. They said it hit a tree. When it hits a tree, right, it loses its momentum. You need a lot of momentum for a car to flip over 7 times on quite a bit of distance. Just check out the video of 7 times rolling over just on flat surface. Never mind after hitting a tree and all the rest of it, and then still being able to roll over 7 times. Yeah, it's got a front. Tiger Woods has got a front collision, a side collision. Yeah, and yet there's no rollover marks on the roof. Nothing. Yeah. It's just a lot of bull. It looks like it's been planted, that Tiger Woods car, to make a story. Probably did his legs in a different sort of accident somewhere or something like that. They're operating on him and he's making one big drama bollocks, but it's not correct. The whole thing, what they're saying, it doesn't make sense. Right, this one here hits one tree and virtually stops. They said that Tiger Woods hit a couple of trees, good trees actually, because they got, you know, the way it's being crushed a bit. Right, and yet it also managed to roll over several times. Now, it can't have been, you know, on the road rolling over, because there's no marks of it rolling over, and the distance it has on the grass, it's not long enough for the car to roll over several times, as well as hit trees and everything. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. That's what happens when you hit one tree. Alright, it sort of can stop you. Like I say, Tiger Woods they hit a couple of trees. Alright, one tree that size can stop you. It's roughly the same sort of trees where he is. If there's that there, even hardly. And yet it's still flipped over several times, either before or during or whatever, because there's not a lot of distance for it to flip over 7 times. Several, yeah. As well as getting stopped by hitting trees. And this car gets stopped by just like a little tree. Oh. Yeah, it'll stretch your belief with blinking shit stories on the news, right? And then that enables the rest of the media to work out they can bullshit with the bloody gaps in between.